So, since we finally made it to the end, let's send this off righteously. The end of the first Stalker game, and it's kind of steamish vanilla, but not quite vanilla. Hello Hyuna, hello Haji, hello Floof. I'm glad to have you guys with me. Ah, I thought you were supposed to be off today, Haji. You're not supposed to go to work on your day off. That's why it's your day off. Oh well. Well, I'm glad you could come say hi, Haji. You take care. I'll see you. And if you're interested in the song that was playing, that is called Dirge for the Planet by S.T.A.L.K.E.R, which apparently is the exact song that's in the game. Why does it sound so terrible in the game? I don't know. Maybe it's a compression thing. Maybe they had them record it specifically for that. Maybe the version in the game just has its own thing going on. I really don't know. Also, I thought I already had the game launched, but apparently not. According to Steam, we put 32 hours into the game in total. However, I don't know when I first started playing the game, so I'm sure we could look back on Twitch and find out, but I'm honestly not that pressed. It just feels like it's been years. Like, just playing Stalker for the few weeks that we have been, I feel like it's been years. So, last we left off, we went into the Red Forest, which apparently in some books is called the Black Forest, or the Dead Forest as well. I was curious about the translation and like the original meaning, so that was something I looked up. Another thing I looked up, well, I'll show you when we get in here. What if it has been years and you just don't have a sense of time? That would be super scary, because that would mean I've been sitting here for years where I was only supposed to be here until the end of the year, like in this location, which would be extra scary. Volume's good, mic's good, everyone's got game volume, everything is straight, right? So if everyone's good to go, let's load in. We're not gonna go for the autosave, nor the quick save. We are gonna load up at the crossroads, because if we go for the autosave or the quick save, I can see my dog outside the window right now. If we go for the autosave or the quick save, those will go to where we kind of glitch through to the end of the game, and that was not our intention. I just wanted to see if it could be done, and it absolutely can be done. So we're going to go instead to the crossroads, which is where we left off, knowing that choice between going straight for Pripyat and branching off to go turn off the Brain Scorcher. The problem is, if we go straight for Pripyat, we skip the entire Brain Scorcher scene, and like everything in the environment gets reset. Everything is safe, and then the people themselves, like that are supposed to show up to help us, have already shown up. Also, I completely left the remote for the AC over there, and I kind of need it in order to make sure I don't freeze to death. So, I looked up something because I was really confused, and I had a feeling that it was like missing game content, and I was right. So, where we're going, this area, I didn't look up anything else about it. I read through with like my blinders on, just trying to figure out. Apparently, this road that we went to, and we hit this like dead end here, and there were a few boxes, but there really wasn't anything that was like worth taking that detour. Hold up. They were not in the mood to hear commentary, apparently. Okay, so this little detour we took, this is apparently where the early version of this used to be. Which is why when we went there, there was nothing there. So they were building it here, and then they moved it here, and then they just left this in, which, hey, makes sense, understandable. They couldn't do everything perfectly they wanted, but that's why it was there. And yes, the Geiger counter is ticking, but it's not adding to our dosimeter, because we are very strong. Also, I did not have my FPS DPI set up, which was causing me to miss a lot of those shots. Oh, hello. Also, this rifle is empty. Bad day, very bad day. I was like, oh, why don't I use this G36 a little bit? Because I didn't have any ammo for it, that's why. So I switched out of that. I switched that rifle out of desperation. It was completely empty though. It is indeed a good day for close quarters combat. Also, I guess I forgot about these guys because I came up and killed them before, but I didn't kill them after the scene. Or I killed them after I did the whole crossroads thing, like in the middle of that. Also, let's make sure this is loaded up. This OG7. The big boy heat projectile. And that way we know it's lit when we need it. Oh my goodness. That is not what I wanted. That is not a grenade. I'm using way more medkits than I'm used to using. Mainly because I'm not used to fighting up this close. How are we doing on medkits? We've got enough. We've got enough ammo to keep pressing through as well. Kinda want to collect 5.56 off of these guys. Just so I know I have it when it comes to using the G36. Freezing to death? Cool, indeed, Floof. You are a master of puns. They're teaching you some good things out there in the old country. Hello, Mugen. Good to see you. Congrats on the Buffalo Wild Wings deal. Who told you about that? That was supposed to be a secret. Also, how are you doing, Mugen? I haven't seen you in quite some time. The only good thing about radiation is, like, as you get more radiated like this, you can actually see better. The brightness gets turned up. How many bandages we have? We actually don't have a lot of bandages, so I'm gonna let... Yeah, I'm just gonna let the meat chunk take care of me. Or not the meat chunk, the soul, the upgraded version. And I'm gonna throw the Mika on for less bleeding. Though we're gonna lose some endurance, we're keeping the same amount of bulletproofness that we've had from the Stoneflower. And with the suit that we're wearing as well. So hopefully that pretty much puts us together. You saw it before the stream loaded? Good? I'm doing alright, Mugen. Welcome to the finale of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Or at least what I imagine is the finale. You're also a master of pans, because you do work in the kitchen. That's good stuff, Flip. More AKs. I'm really trying to avoid the 5.45 stuff. Not that I don't like it, it's just we've been using it all game, and if I have to pick up some extra later on, I have to pick up some extra later on. Here's a question. Do I need to be up there in order to access this facility? So we can see the power going there. We can see the road. No, looks like you could use that way to go across, like real easy like, but I don't think it's necessary. Kind of makes me want to go back and see if I can just run it through that way, but I'm just going to avoid it for now, and hopefully I get spit out the same way. We just have to be careful about what we're running up on. If it comes to 7.62 ammunition, we don't even have a full magazine of that. Or if these are 20 round mags, and yeah, but if it's 10 round mags, we have about a mag and a half. Oh, hello. Woo! Whose idea is it to hide behind explosive barrels? Seriously. It's like hiding your fire embers in the same room where you keep your gasoline. Of course, there's more anomalies working up this. Hello! Okay, they were super serious about the explosive barrels. And a bloodsucker is coming at me from under the ground? Excuse me? Is that just a vision? Or is that like some radioactive? Now I gotta look at more of these things. See, now that we know that they can come from the ground and that they don't appear to be real, they might just be like creations of this environment. We're gonna have to pay more attention because that means they could come out from anywhere. Honestly, the game, with its limited resources and assets, still manages to surprise me with moments like that. Speaking of which, even the branches on that tree look like something scary. Sup, Future? Welcome. Uh-oh, and we're getting our head rocked a little bit as we get up closer, so... Again, we need to be... Oh! Yep, see? There's stuff coming out of the ground. I knew it. So the little head flash gives you a hint that, hey, something's after you. Ah. Don't worry, comrade. I sent you out with a bang. Stuff does that. Stuff is largely jerks. Stuff is jerks, absolutely. Yeah, see? And then there's another one that way. Only that one's like a dog. Do these things actually hurt and affect you, though? Or are they just here to menace you? They seem to try to attack, but if they miss, you don't take any damage. More explosive barrels, this time not being pushed at me. But hello, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Welcome to the finale. Glad to have you. Yeah, even the ones that are touching me, they phase up my vision, but they don't actually hurt me. So I think these things are just here to psychologically mess you up and freak you out, but they're not actually stopping you. Also, whoever told me this thing gets like one-shot headshots, you're a liar. Or maybe I'm just terrible at aiming, but I think you're a liar. It seems to more be like a one-shot stun on the head, and then you have to follow up the second shot. Then again, we did get a couple one-shot headshots with it. Just not the majority, though. Definitely like 2%. Sounded like someone shot me from back there, but I'm pretty sure it's this guy in the tower. Who is now not reacting to me. It is insane to try and use 5.56 after using 9x39. Just the difference in damage output is ridiculous. Yeah, see, more visions, and they're boars, they're bloodsuckers, these things float. Kinda crazy, but definitely fitting for this game. Is there a bullet in this game, like manufactured, homemade? No, they use a couple of different, like, military designations, and there's armor piercing, and, you know, ball rounds, stuff of that nature. You can switch between shotgun slugs and bird shot, but no, it doesn't have the whole metro, like, military grade, original, like, factory made or homemade or anything like that. And I don't know if those concepts would be consistent with the book of Metro either, but I think that's purely a Metro thing. Getting a little bit irradiated. I'm just running away from Ghost here. We have plenty of radiation medicine, so I don't mind using that up. We can shoot these things, or we can just accept them, and they don't really do anything to us. And there are rats that are also joining things. What I'm wondering if these is... I'm wondering if these actually do the brain damage the same way that the controllers do, only they do like such a small amount that it doesn't affect your meter. But they are effective at doing what they're meant to do as far as scare you, definitely. This is near the brain scorcher, Yana. This is where the biggest emissions of psi radiation is coming from. So I imagine that's what is affecting the environment the most. Well, this is empty. Oh, Dave. Not a good sign. And now there's a snork as well. Now what'll be messed up is if they just use those things that don't hurt you to trick you, so that they can bring in ones that will hurt you later on. Knowing that you've gotten all familiar with the ones that don't hurt you. Find an entrance to the control bunker. What's worrying me is when I came here initially, I came here with the notion that I'd be able... Oh, we are getting shot at. I didn't just imagine that. I came here with the notion that we would be able to return to bar and get more ammo if we needed to. It's turning out not to be that way. Oh my goodness. Alright, whoever's shooting is definitely sniper rifle ready. So, how about we try to get a bead? Not in the building. Thought they'd be up on the tower. Ooh! It's from like that direction-ish, but there's also something this way. And there's people outside now. Great. My point is, we don't have as much resources as I thought I would have, and this has been a much longer fight. So we're probably gonna have to scrounge for ammunition. Switch out a few weapons as well. I don't know how it can be so heavy and like not have any ammo. Also, I don't know who I'm being hit by, so I really need to get out of this area. I'll let the hallucinations do what they do. I'll go in and see if I can find anything. Nothing in here. On the tower, one in the bus area thing. Alright, he's down. See if he had any buddies. If we can rock a rifle off of one of these guys, it'll be very nice for us. There's a guy coming behind this trailer. Oh, hey, what's this? Oh, this is this whole tunnel system we were talking about. We might be able to scrounge for ammo here. This guy's shooting through the walls. Where you at, bro? Okay. Ah, man, I'm gonna have nightmares about these guys later on. I'm gonna need this rifle, unfortunately. What's everybody playing lately? I hope you're all doing well in your gaming lives. Hello, Baltaz. Why are you posting clips like that? Huh, that's important stuff, yo. Keep at it. Did you unsoftlock yourself, Etter, at the very least? Push on. Don't have the campfire here. What I do enjoy is that there's no, like, definite front to back. Once we got into this area, there's a lot of different directions, there's a lot of people coming from all over. It's very nice. Also, just picked up 5.56 instead of 5.45. Eh, loading the save was the escape, you did what you had to do as a gamer. At least it's better than having a game where there's only one save, and that save's not helping you, causing you to restart the game in total. Because trust me, I've had that happen. I've softlocked myself in Mass Effect 1 when I really didn't know how to play the game. That's why I went on that rant about no one should choose Soldier class for Mass Effect 1. But you could actually get by like that, it's just, I didn't do that. Oh, this is the way in? Hold on, what? This looks like the way out, to me. I thought going towards the facilities would be the way in, but apparently not. Yeah, because that's the antennas and everything, right? Here. Gonna quick save here. Gonna press forward towards the antennas, because I thought that this would be the facility we were trying to get into. No, this is the facility we can't get into because the brain scorcher is on. So yeah, we were going in the right direction. We'll keep it going. Messed up thing is because of the psi emissions, our vision is still browned out a bit. That should end as we get up here. Now what's gonna mess me up is if we have to fight actual snorks and yeah. Bad throw. Actual snorks and bloodsuckers and stuff of that nature. And we have the fake ones popping up and stuff on us, which can be a little confusing. Wow. Dude just barreled through the grenade, shot me up as soon as he came around the corner, hurt me racking my Akaban. Knew that I wouldn't be able to react in time. Smart guy. Monolith troops are no joke. Don't know why I'm firing in this mode. Oh, you're still alive? See, I've got Pushkin. Let me check on something. Pushkin. Sorry, bud, not on the list. I do think it would be nice if you could just take stuff off of people while they're still alive like this. Just this ultimate insult of looting their still alive bodies. That would be, like, really messed up, but I think kind of great, too. Also, this thing is pretty much useless without the ammo. So, let's use the ammo that we actually have, which is quickly running out. The deeper we get near, the more these emissions are hitting us, but they do seem to have stopped for a little bit. Move to next level? Sure. Alright, so this should be going underground to turn off whatever this is. Some mixture of man-made and completely irradiated technology. Has to be enough light for now, so we don't really need night vision, but good to know we have it if we need it. One explosive barrel in here in case we get into a fight. Maybe on our way out or something, since we're just now going in. I love underbarrel grenades, and yet I still wasn't fortunate enough to find an actual grenade launcher. Not the most terrible thing in the world. There's some more bunker area back here, but not that we can access. And we definitely heard rats. I might have to use my knives for some of the smaller enemies, because I really don't have a lot of ammo to spend going through here. Not as much as I would have liked. Also notice that there is nothing on our mini-map to help us navigate. But at least it looks like we're only going one way. That sounds unfortunate, yeah. Lo siento. But did you save after you turn on autosave? That's the big one. Combination lock. We can enter a combination of this, but this door is already open. That doesn't make any sense. I guess that's to show us that someone else already came here. Speaking of which, that reminds me. Remember, we have the monolith PDA, which has a code on it. 342089. Don't know what it goes to, but we'll have to keep our eyes out for a locked door. I heard the grunting of what I believe is a bloodsucker. So we're gonna move around here pretty carefully. Even though I hear fire to this way, we're not going that way quite yet. Definitely sounds like a bloodsucker out there. Or a snork. I actually get a prompt to close a door that I'd like to close behind me. And I'm not actually able to do it. That's unfortunate. And this looks like... there seems to be gas coming from down here, which are like the fire emission, or the fire anomalies normally, right? So, probably not going that way. That's good. I hope you put some of your stuff on cloud saves when it comes to your schoolwork, especially. Always nice to have backups. One of the tools I use is a browser tool, which keeps everything that you copy to your clipboard, like, saved for archiving purposes. So whenever I'm doing any coding, I'll Control-Alt, Control-C, save it like that. So even if I lose everything in my drafts, all my drafts get updated, my gits get, like, my repository gets completely messed up, I still have at least that copy clipboard archive. Alright, so there's the right side I heard the fire and stuff from, which may just be me hearing this stuff here. Then there's also this door up here. I'm still hearing rats, but I'm not sure if that's just environmental noise or the actual rat enemies. We're seeing these little barrels again, which reminds me of the other lab where we got really messed up. Because we're getting like telekinetically thrown at us. Key code here. This might be the one that we have the code for. We'll check it in a second. Oh, hello. Random artifacts. They're fairly sized rats. I don't know if Ukrainian rats have anything on New York rats, but they're fairly big. So now I can't like stay in my menu without thinking I'm gonna get hurt. Things seem to be okay. Okay, what was that number? Monolith soldier. I do remember, it's a code to a door, but I do not remember the way to the door. 342089. This might get us in here, might not. 342089. What? Oh, I hit clear instead of 0. 342089. Apparently that's not the one. That's alright. This might be going somewhere else. Let's try that one more time. 342089, just to make sure we didn't mess that up. Nah. So that's not the right code for that door. Maybe it goes to a different door. Definitely hear things running around that way. Probably meet whatever's making that noise here soon. If they didn't have rabies and other diseases, I'd keep one. What, rats? A lot of people have pet rats that are, you know, they're safe because they're farm raised and they get shots and stuff just like a dog or anything else, so. Man, I really regret not bringing a shotgun into this situation. I think I got the headshot on that one. Yeah, people have the huge rats as pets. Tons of people do. I'm not hearing any more grunting, but it doesn't mean there's not any more of those guys around. I'll hide behind this fence. This fence will save me. Yeah, like, it's really weird. You go on YouTube. It's weird to me, because I'm not used to it. I was looking at people that had skunks, raccoons, foxes as pets. There was one girl and her boyfriend, they have rats that, like, run all over the couch and, like, their bookshelves and stuff, and they're longer than they are tall, which makes them look like just fur slinking along your furniture, and it's really kooky looking to me. But apparently they love their pets, so what can I say, you know? Alright, see, big open area like this, after fighting just one bloodsucker, this would be the time to drop like 3 or 4 of them on you. Where they gonna come from, I don't know, but I'm trying to keep my back to something. So whenever they decide to attack, I'll be ready. There's so much architecture in this game, you can just climb all over. But I feel like I must not be doing it right, because I never, even though I climb on a bunch of this stuff, I never really get to anything because of it. I just end up jumping around the map for no reason. Like wall door, dosimeter, or not dosimeter. The Geiger counter's picking up a little bit. This looks like a way into a bigger area. This probably goes to the area we could like halfway see behind the door. Thought I saw something on the ground, that's just the edge of a pipe. And then of course there's this area, which this looks like just a supply room, but it also looks like a good place to get jumped. See, this is where I would expect something to hit me, like those hallucination, radiation emission things that were outside. Once you're all like nice and comfy, you're just digging around in the dirt, down in the underground bunker looking for things. This is when you would hit me with one of those to like really freak me out. This door is locked. Might be suggesting that this door can be opened, but no key code on this side, or keypad on this side. Yeah, I don't like this. Wide open area, a lot of stuff laying around for me to get hit with. If the psychic stuff is gonna start, this is probably where it will start. A lot of explosive barrels to do damage to something that I might fight here. I don't know. I'm not liking this. Big elevator. Button probably no worky. Collapsed. I feel like if I step into that elevator, I'll get dropped into the like abyss. Speaking of the abyss, there it goes, right downstairs. And if we go this way, yeah, this is the half of the bunker that we saw from the beginning. More rat noises. Buttons to let people in. I imagine this was like a security desk as people entered from the front here. And that's long been shut down. For now, Yana, it's clear for now. Stuff like this can only be clear for so long until the developer is like, alright, you've gone deep enough, and then something bad happens to the player. Thought I heard something big over there. Might have just been my own footsteps. If you're not scared of your own footsteps, are you really like a gamer? This door is locked, yeah. So maybe after we go down, we might come out this way. But seems for now, we just went in a big circle. Also, picked up a slime, don't really need it. Picked up a jellyfish, which can add to our bulletproof rating, but I think we got a good combination of things as is. Gonna eat a little bit, just to keep myself full, make more room for ammunition. Still not sure what we're carrying that is making us somehow heavier. I imagine it's the abundance of grenades, as well as taking some ammunition on for weapons that we don't have. But since this AK has some ammo, let's spend it up first before we use our 9x39. That way, if we come up against something bigger, we have the bigger gun to deal with it. And then we have our RPG, or, well, we picked that off of a guard on the way here. The RPG will hopefully let us deal with something much, much bigger. We've seen fighting the pseudo-giants before that we don't really need the RPG for them, but for something like more of those controllers, I'm gonna want to pop one very, very quickly. I don't like how we came down here and that noise suddenly stopped. That bugs me. RE2's Mr. X, and dude, you're scared your footsteps will stop. That's also a legitimate fear. Like sometimes when you're in a quiet room and you just listen and you can hear the sound of silence and you realize how loud your own breathing is, and you're trying to rationalize, like, is this my breathing I'm hearing, or is this something completely different? I don't know if you've ever felt that, but I certainly have. Another key code door. That might be the actual door we're using the key code for. Maybe. We also have a hallway that goes this way. I want to check around and be careful. Door is locked. Oh, but there's a bunch of stuff behind there according to my x-ray vision. What was it? 342089? Ah, hit the clear button again. Oh, hey, that one actually worked. Okay, so this is just like a secret one, like for supplies then. Oh, so much 5.56. I didn't pick up one of those 5.56 rifles is the problem, and I dropped my G36. Ah, okay, we gotta make a decision. Do we continue on as is and just hope to find a rifle if we need the extra ammo? Or do we go back and pick up one of those LR300s? I dropped the G36 because I was carrying too much weight and I used up the ammo, and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna need this anymore. And it's taken me way too long to pick up ammo. But now that I have a decent amount of ammo for it, I'm kind of like, ah, we should have kept it. Alright, we'll use up all the 5.45. We'll use up 9x39. Hopefully we'll run into something with a 5.56 rifle. We'll take that and we'll continue fighting on. If we keep running, you know what? Let's do this. If we run into an area... If we run into an area where we keep getting our butts kicked because we don't have enough ammo to win, we'll go back to the safe. We'll turn back. We'll get the rifle we need. Otherwise, we're just going to push on like this. If the game can continue, the game will continue. That is like the best way to structure difficulty and situations. Unless you're going for like some perfect ending where you marry Tally and the other girl. Oh, hello. The Asari girl, whose name I can't remember right now. Homeboy's just running in circles like he's a dog. Ah, of course it's Jams. Is he not able to leave this room? Seems like it. Oh, and there are multiples. Oh, and he can definitely leave the room. So ain't no problem for me, Chief. Wait a minute, you went invisible. You went visible for a minute. Which made me think that you were dead. That's why I stopped shooting. That's cheating, man. That's absolutely cheating. Got anything on you? No. Your buddy's still over there, stuck at the door. We're gonna take advantage of that situation. Nah, didn't affect him at all. And of course he ran back in the other door. I think that's way scarier than something running straight at you. It's something that you see for a second and then it runs like away through a doorway. That hurt a little bit. I can't waste all my grenades. I throw one in the door, he comes out of the door. I throw one outside the door, he goes in the door. What do you want, man? So you're just using those grenades and that ammunition drop like 5 kilos of weight on us. So it makes that big of a difference how much stuff we're carrying. Speaking of grenades, right back at it. Just want to be able to find like ammo and nice things without putting myself in a corner where I can get ambushed and completely destroyed. And of course, not being able to walk because carrying too much weight. Hello, Phobos. Grenades, bloodsuckers hate this, right? Apparently, you hated it so much you ran away from it. Welcome to the finale, Phobos. Looks like this was a big room for supplies considering all the shelves. That being said, they only gave us a few boxes. Can't even break those. Okay, so how we doing? About 5 mags for the Val. Got a bunch of 5.56, no 5.56 rifle. Power weapons, we have our RPG and our SVD. 9 bandages, 8 medkits. We'll be good on heals. We're plenty good on food. We got enough grenades to make the day. Damn, I could have blown this up on him. Made my day a lot easier. But see, like, if one had just waited back here instead of running up that way, that would have been the really perfect time to get the player. Or when you force the player in something like this, and then one shows up behind you, that's how you really stick it to the player. And they can still fight their way out of that, but it's gonna suck and it's gonna scare them to death. You know, I mean other players, not me, obviously, because I am uber unscaredy super gamer. And nothing can affect me. Oh, hello. Too much radiation there. But I want to know. Seems to be like this barrier here. In the doorway. Maybe it was something above or below. Don't like that explosive barrel sitting right there. We've seen so many explosive barrels in areas where there haven't been enemies. That kind of bugs me. Which gives me the feeling that we would be backtracking through this area and fighting people. Or maybe we were supposed to lead other people down here to fight. Maybe we killed so many of those soldiers that there weren't enough to come down here to fight us. I don't know. One of those would end up being true. Oh, hey, look. It's the same shaft there. See, when I threw something down there, no anomaly got set off. But I could still see the stuff, right? So I was thinking, yeah, even though that might be a shortcut someplace, 1, I can't get back up. 2, the only other places we've fallen in S.T.A.L.K.E.R have led to our immediate deaths. But seeing the shaft here does make me wonder if we could have fallen from up there and been alright. I mean, this is having like some sort of anomaly reaction, but it seems like we could have... I think we could have, like, kind of cheesed our way through it, maybe. Seems possible. Much dust and dirt down there. How is the floor made of dirt? Also, picked up quite a bit of ammunition. None of it for... none of it for the weapons that we're actually using. Bunch of 45, really? I do not need this. I don't even have a weapon for that. Watch me find a 45 a few rooms later and be like, damn, I wish I had that ammo. But yeah, making atmosphere where you make like these 2 different directions to go once you enter an area, that's always been an effective way to make the player like have to make decisions about which way they're going to turn. And in real life room clearing, that's what makes the job so dangerous. Because you can't cover everything by yourself, and that's why you do things with teams of goons. Shooters for your shooters. Or I guess you just be like S.T.A.L.K.E.R slash marked one and go do everything by yourself. I guess S.T.A.L.K.E.R had a team though. S.T.A.L.K.E.R worked with people. Just everyone he worked with is either dead or in hiding because of all the crap they got into. I really don't like how this is shaping up. But not liking it is what makes me love this level design. Like, we've seen a few repeated areas outside. I have to say, indoors, I haven't seen an area that I've been like, oh, this looks exactly like the other area. Unless it was meant to because it's part of a building, like Bunker A, Bunker B, or something. Hire another dude who hired another dude who hired another dude, and you have a team while paying only one person. And dude, that'll be like the assassination attempt on Padme and the Star Wars prequels. Don't know what the point of coming up here was, but I'm here. Maybe I can kick this off. Wake up whoever's sleeping around here. Yeah. Oh. That hurt just coming down here. Alright, so we got a left and a right. Looks like they enter the same room, though. Let's go check before we proceed. Phobos, if I jump, are you gonna hold my hand? So I don't get super scared. Of course, none of the equipment down here works. How is any of this stuff powered when all this equipment is like in decrepit condition? Do you guys say... Hold up. I thought I heard something, but I was not. I was speaking, so... Not sure. You guys say decrepit or decrepid? I feel like that's one of those words that probably only has one way to be pronounced, but we pronounce it two different ways because we've like messed it up. Kind of like the irregardless being added to the dictionary over time. Looks like these are all linked rooms. Down. Oh no, it's a box down there. What's up there? Because I don't need anybody running at me after I go down here in a corner to get a box. It looks like we're getting closer and closer to the objective marker. Being in these rooms where you have something cylindrical with a square room is reminding me of a dream I had, as well as reminding me of that recent space mystery game that came out. Observance, maybe, was the name of it? I don't know, but I'm hearing a lot of static here, Phobos, and if something scary is gonna happen, this might be the place. Nauseous? Nauseous or nauseous? For a word that swapped its meaning a bit. What is the new meaning of nauseous? What was the old meaning? You're playing Path of Exile using my hammer on people? Gotcha. Sounds like a fun time. I hope your hammer hand is good for still holding hands. So this will turn the machine off, but how am I here and I'm not getting hurt by the machine myself? But if you go outside, you get really hurt by the machine. Seems a little off. Nauseous meaning sickening. If something is nauseous, it nauseates. Oh, or as people say, I feel nauseous, which is the sickening thing is affecting me. It's nauseating towards me. We did it. That was it. We turned off the brain scorcher, and now my brain is being assaulted more than before. And I think I'm floating. I'm passing out. Yeah, passing out in the middle of an underground bunker. Not... I want to pass out on, like, a bed in a hospital or something, right? Oh. It's the thing. And the truck. And the tattoo. I feel like irregardless is a special case though, because the other words still exist, it means the same thing. It's not like flammable and inflammable from different languages.
What you want is here, Stalker. Come.
I don't know who that was saying it to me, but I imagine it wasn't the person with the skeleton. And I'm still alive, despite the two people who last used these controls being quite dead for quite some time. I can also see that door there, and I really want to leave that way because the PDA just lit up with 19 people. Is inflammable not Latin origin? It is. They're both Latin origin. It's just that they went two different paths and came back to the same language. That's what makes it ridiculous. And so we have two words that mean the same thing. Alright, so either we're going back the way we came, which seems terrible. Is this something I can climb down? Also, we're still, like, everything's still super static, and no, it looks like if you throw something down there, it instantly gets destroyed, so probably not the way we want to go. Maybe the same code works on this door? No. Okay. Is this part of the game, or are we just having, like, static issues? RTX set. Okay. This all works again. Now we just have to go into the game and see if that static was caused by the game or if it was caused by us. Wow. So turning off the brain scorcher was so bad that my entire system got rocked by it. Ain't that wonderful? That's some metagaming right there. Kids of the future are not going to be able to experience that on their little, on their contact lens disc where they just download the story and figure out what happened. No, sirree. I say that as some kid is watching YouTube like 1,000 videos per minute on super fast forward on his contact lens disc. So we made a save right then and there, and hopefully that'll keep us stable as we load back in, and we'll learn if the static was me or if it was the game. I understood the static being a part of the cutscene and the whole thing where you're getting floated up and around, right? I did not understand it persisting after that, especially once we had the menu open. That was when I was really like, yeah, this doesn't seem right. Oh, and that last save I did didn't go through, so we'll have to hope that this save is gonna work, the quick save. Pretty sure we did that right after the vision that we had. Oh. I've suffered your fate, indeed, but I got backups from my backups, so I will also suffer your victory. That load was taking long for a little bit, and I thought, like, oh man, it's permanently messed up. There we go. There are people walking around. How did you get here? You weren't in here when I saved. Alright, so there are monolith dudes breaking in now, so one of my predictions was correct. Now, did you have a rifle for me? There we go. Now I can use all that extra 556 I'm holding and eat some bread to celebrate. To celebrate. Celebrate. What I really want to know is if I have another... No, the Scorcher is done with. I turned off the Scorcher. For some reason, I lost consciousness and audio just as I did it. Then I had a dream. I saw again the massive Chernobyl power plant and the sarcophagus, then a flash. The shining monolith inside the sarcophagus. The shining monolith is the Wishmaker. I understand that is the wish granting machine, but from the flashbacks, it looks like I was already there before, which might be how we got the tattoo. Because I wish for the tattoo. I don't know. We'll figure it out. A stalker, exhausted and in rags, reaches feebly out to it. A bright flash, and I see a fragment of the first dream. A man stands with his back to me and keeps shooting. Someone shouts, "S.T.A.L.K.E.R." The man shudders, freezes for a moment, and then starts to turn away slowly. But the pictures slide past, as if a film was played backwards, and I see how he uses his weapon to force the rats back into the station. I realize that I was there. I must go to the monolith. Yeah, but how do I open this door? Do I have any other PDAs? This is for X18. A number haunts me as if it's chased me from a previous life. 342089. That opened the closet for us. It does not open this, unfortunately. So, we're not getting through that. So, looks like we're going back the way we came, and all those explosive barrels are about to come very, very useful. I do find it interesting that most of the people you kill have a backup weapon on them. I don't know if they end up actually using it in gameplay. I don't think anyone I've fought has used up all their ammunition, or if that's even possible. But I do find it cool that they're armed for that purpose. Definitely helps maintain the world establishment. Somebody's shooting from somewhere. From where? Your boy does not know. Oh, there we are. I was looking for you, dude. His body just like disappeared into the ground. Not scary at all. I can still search it. I'll take the 545. And you know what? Since we're heavy, I'll take the energy drink too. We might need it. I knew it. I was like, someone's gonna come around the corner and shoot me. I should probably look up. And that guy had an exosuit on too. Tough guys out here. There's someone else racking a bolt back there. There's someone that way, so it sounds like we'd face enemies even if we opened up the other door. Alright, so you were down here-ish. I think the numbers just decreased on the PDA, so that grenade may have been successful. This guy has different stuff than when I killed him before. Oh. That wasn't the exosuit guy. The numbers go down, but then they go back up. I think we're gonna have a lot of people to deal with moving forward. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You know what? If I still had AP ammunition, I'll use it. Especially if exosuit bro makes another appearance. Where's some of those explosive barrels that we passed on the way through? Oh! Goodness gracious, that is fast. Maybe I should have kept my light on. The creatures take the dead into the ground. Only logical explanation, indeed. You know what? Let's switch this. We'll keep the light on this time. A little bit easier to see. I knew somebody was gonna be like hiding to the left of one of those. The noise makes it sound like that guy's behind me now, but he's probably up here in front. Every time we like load the save, exosuit guy moves somewhere else. Of course there's guys on top now. Oh, I can't even see you, dude. That's not fair. Not fair at all. Oh, oh, oh. See what I'm saying though? Veteran difficulty was kind of right where I wanted it. I think it was like hard enough, but you can still kind of fight back without having superb reflexes. Because remember when we played... Playing older games is always like a toss-up though. If you recall when we played Shogo, Shogo had like no control. For what enemies could and couldn't do to you. Depending on what the difficulty was. Everything was one shot if you just got caught in the back or something like that. And like, yeah, you had like 200-ish health, you needed all 200 of it. Okay, so that dude came from behind, which means I think he came this way and walked out. And then this guy ran from us a little bit. I wanted that thing to explode on him so badly. Sounds like it's not gonna happen though. That guy definitely came from mine. I don't know if they're spawning mine or if they just have other pathways to go through. It feels like everything I crawled on the way through here is now working against me. I still have AP ammunition to use up. Still gonna use it because I know there's at least one guy here with a heavy-duty exosuit. I don't know if we're shooting through that grating or not, but I figure I would try. I think I got both of them. Nope, one of them's still up. Woo! That hurt me. I think I got the guy up there, though. His dot's gone. I'm just surprised that hit me from way up there. Nope! Oh my gosh! The reload didn't finish because I canceled it with a grenade. Goodness gracious. So these guys are like literally coming in and out of everywhere. And I swear you get shot through walls sometimes. I don't know if it's because of clipping or just because of the object permanence that the AI has or what. What was the first FPS you played that you remembered having a leaning mechanic? The first one I remember was probably America's Army 2. And it was definitely not the best game to implement it, but it was the first that I remember. Whoa! I thought that guy went down, he got right back up. Siege? Really? So, a little more recent then. For you. These numbers are not dwindling. I brought too many guys, man. Where'd you go? Did you go back in the doorway? Probably. I'm out of the AP ammo, unfortunately. G36, don't mind if I do. Load it, drop it. G36, same ammo, much better output. Oh, you had a grenade too? I'll take it. Okay. Few of these guys at G36s. I guess it's one of those things where, like, yeah, it's a power weapon at first. As you progress through the game, it becomes like something normal near the end game. Which makes a lot of sense. That's pretty normal. Something special that costs a lot up front becomes cheaper and then everyone has one. As everything escalates. You know, we still never ran into a Gauss rifle. But I have to imagine it can't be far away with how close we're getting to the end. Or at least what I think is the end. I definitely get stun lock when I get shot though. I can feel it. Like me not being able to move and not being able to aim for just a second. Wow. That was quick. Is this the last of the series? This game? This is the first. Whoa, 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 see? Definitely getting shot through walls. No bueno. Return to Castle Wolfenstein headlining? I did not know. I don't need any... I don't need that much radiation medicine, so even though I didn't need that medicine, I took it just to pull up some space without having to drop it. PDA keeps lighting up more guys. Headlining? I see. I see. Many more. Okay, that exosuit, dude. So it took a lot of rounds, and there's another one. It's like you gotta maximize headshots up in here. We are become Tarkov. I don't... Shit! I killed him too, we traded. I was trying to rip the ammo out of that guy's rifle because I picked it up by accident when I was searching his body. See, now these guys aren't here. Like, their positions completely reset because we had a reset. This isn't where I want to be with these guys in close quarters where they can just roll me over like that! My goodness. It's like helping, but not. More guys this way. Probably want to exit this corridor. Alright, this thing is... I shouldn't throw it away. I was gonna say it's outlived its usefulness, but just by ammo. Kinda don't want to use up my 9x39 right now, but don't really have a choice. Woo! Yo, stop to reload or something. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of guys. Oh, no. I am out of medkits. We have nothing left. That was it for medkits. So we're either gonna have to get really, really crazy, or we're gonna have to turn the difficulty down. I just kept using medkits. I was like, oh, I got plenty of medkits. What do I need them for? Nah, I'm out. I have one bandage and one medkit at the moment. At least I can eat food. I won't die hungry. See if we can scarf off of these guys. Now we're scrounging for real. And I wish I carried like 50 or 60 of those things in there. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up the G36s to get ammo off of them, and to see if any of them are equipped with a grenade launcher, which I really doubt, unfortunately. Load this one up, just so I know it's ready to go. Oh no! This one is broken. I don't want this one. Give me the other one. This one probably got hit with the grenade that I threw. How's this one doing? This one's also broken. What about that one? This one is also... No, this one's in good condition. Okay. This one we can use. This one we can use. I don't know where that guy went. But if he's the other way, then I'm gonna avoid him, because I need to go this way. And that's just more ammo that I don't need to... Oh my gosh! Of course, me with no medkit. Yo, broski, you had a medkit for me, bro? Nah? Nah. You had a bandage, though. I guess I'm just stuck letting my soul slowly heal me. Extra slowly. I should have saved that other one. I could have doubled up. Oh well. Live at which and make it. We have a few rounds of AP left. It's not a lot, but we can use it up at the very least. Before we have to switch to... Oh, yep! Before we have to switch to 545 permanently. Did you say Opachki to me? I got Opachki. I'm also dying. Like, I'm so hurt I can't move very well at all. That shot came from behind. Goodness gracious. I just wanted to finish the game. I didn't know it was gonna take all this. I know there's a guy coming from behind. I just don't know where he's at. Whoa. Exosuit guy, too. Maybe we just need to run for it. That ain't the one to mess with. We might have that med kit for me. I just heard someone else get loaded up, too. It's not a good sound to hear. Take them grenades, though. Got a little BP left. BP is our armor piercing. Oh, looks like not a lot though. So not even a little bit more than half a mag. Okay. Now I see why there's all these side rooms. You have to like run from cover to cover your whole way out of here. Nope, I'm leaving you, dude. I know you're big and bad. That's why I can't touch you. And nope, no extra supplies. Yeah, so we're gonna have to stay on the run from that guy. Not enough shots though. Like, cause I need ammo for the guys going forward. Yo, what does it take? I'll get your stuff. We're away with weight. We're good to go. We still have the SVD if we run into like super trouble, but remember, we don't have a lot of ammo for it. The thing recoils like crazy, but it should bite the armor. Do a pretty good amount of damage. Said what too soon, yeah. I need to run from the other guy. Alright, PA says only 7 more. Might not be terrible. You ever play any game where you're like, man, wish I could look around, and you're like, man, if I had my drones from Siege, or for Wildlands, everything would be okay. I feel that way in Tarkov all the time, where like I get into a situation where I cannot fight, and I just need to hide, and I wish like I had the ability to drone and see around me. Even though I know like there's no way in hell it would happen. Or even when me and Haji are just hunting, I'm just kind of like, yo, drone out, see what animals are around us. No, I got nothing for you, homie. That actually hit him? That's pretty dope. Let's see if he had anything on us. On him. This was yours. Crap. I may put myself in a position where there's another one though. I also hit him so hard that his body fell. I just want his stuff though. Yeah, it just makes you look at every other game like, okay, this is the challenge, is not having the nearly like super light robot that I can throw around corners and see everything around me. And I guess if we get in a really big emergency, we still have RPG, because we're out of hand grenades, which is good. We were holding them without using them, so it's a good thing to use up hand grenades. We still have the RPG if we get into like a really, really bumpy situation, but I was saving that for, you know, something a little less human. I am a little confused like as to why the Brain Scorcher makes, like, things get hit by these side missions, right? They get messed up, they get changed. But some of them turn into straight up zombies, and some of them turn into these soldiers, which are perfectly sane. But, you know, they have their thing that they believe in that makes them kind of crazy anyways. So it makes me wonder if they actually had different lore to accommodate for that. And they're like, oh, some people are more strong-willed than others, so they get reprogrammed. And some people just get zombified because they're weak-willed. Or if they were just like, hey, oh! Not a jam, not now! Or if they were just like, alright, some people, we want to still fight dudes with guns that are smart enough to shoot at you very regularly this late in the game, so we're gonna keep that in there. Probably did not take care of him. Doubt it. Oh, where'd he go? There's not even a place to go here. Great, now he's running around who knows where. Also, I thought that was my way out. Apparently not. Because this is not my way out. The elevator I remember we came to, I thought we came to the elevator from, like, one of these doors. I may have been wrong. I thought we came from the back. We found the elevator. We came out this way. Wait, we came up those stairs, so this is the way that we came in. Alright, so we still got a ways to go. Thought I saw someone's flashlight there. That might just be my own light. Reflecting. Yeah, okay, this is where we fought the bloodsucker. Only 22 more days left in the countdown here. Best not be slacking when the time comes. What do you mean, best not be slacking? What do you want me to do when the time comes? Oh no! Dude caught up behind me. He just sees me from the back, sees the booty, started grunting. When the time comes, you will have survived. Ain't nothing for me to slack on. Alright, I'm gonna try to get cover over here. Fight these guys as they come in. And stay ahead of the one exo dude that's still chasing me down. Oh, grenade. I'll take that. Alright, alright. Bloodsucker that I killed earlier. Thought it was one of these guys. Quick save. Push through. This is turning into one of those games where you have to like constantly quick save to get out of. That being said, this does feel like the end game, and I'm not so interested in turning the difficulty down just yet. We'll turn the difficulty down if it becomes impossible and we get like stuck in a place that we cannot move from. Are you alive? This guy was wounded, but I didn't wound him. This doesn't bode well. You know what? Let me just take your weapon so you don't get any ideas. I'll unload it for you. You just stay there. How many days is it in the count up, though, Hypnotic? I'm glad. Every time you do chat in here, I know that you're still alive, so I am glad to see you. Yeah, I bet this combination lock... No, because we would have had to go downstairs, so this combination lock can't be the same as the other one. Like, the opposite one that we didn't have a code for either. Coup de grace? I thought you said coup d'etat. Oh! I'm not gonna execute that guy. He deserves to live, because I didn't shoot him. Someone else injured him. And he might be able to answer some questions for us. You still alive over there, buddy? He's still alive. Although, I might need to check him over for ammo and stuff, so... I don't know. He might have to die. He might have to die for the index. Great, there's other people coming up behind me. Should finish them off while I have time to do it. Wonder no more in the zone, dear stalker. These guys have like blacked out eyes. Did you notice that? Hold up, let me... Oh, shit! We don't have to do this, man. Alright, maybe he backed off. That guy's eyes are closed, so I can't show you. It looked like the other guy, his eyes were blacked out completely. Which may be a whole thing about them being hypnotized as monolith soldiers in the first place. Might be something to do with that. Did I see that turn red for a second? I thought my reticle turned red and there was a guy behind those boxes. Maybe I just saw the glint off of that. We do still have the barrel in here to blow up. Barrels to blow up. In case something happens in here. Otherwise, we're just trying to leave. PDA says only one person that we need to look out for, but we know that thing lies. Yeah, we're coming up on the other entrance where we first saw the other bunker door. We know there was a guy on the other side of that, because he could see us through the slit. And I would have shot him through a slit if I wasn't unsure about the ammo I'd have when coming up here. Almost feeling like that arena has prepared us for this moment. not finish him off. Did it? It did! I was trying to nail him in the head. And his body was sucked up by the void. I will eat your sausage though, my friends. Same as I would do to all of my friends. Got one hand grenade left. Decent amount of ammo to get up out of here. This is the bloodsucker that I... Wait, did I see this bloodsucker on the way in? Or is this implying that they killed bloodsuckers on their way in? Oh, 22 days left for birthday, is what she's saying. Happy birthday. Hypnotic, do you think you'll make it? Real talk. Also, Hypnotic, I was actually thinking about something earlier today. As a person yourself who does not believe in the Abrahamic... Oh, hold up.
Absence of radiation confirmed. No large enemy groups detected. Scrofa landed in the antenna area for reconnaissance. Standing by for further instructions. Over.
See, this is where everybody swarms the place because the brain scorcher is off.
Base, this is Scrofa. Minimum resistance. Someone has been here before us. Scrofa, implement quarantine procedures in the antenna area. Eliminate quarantine violators on site. Base, Roger.
We still have the mission of find and kill S.T.A.L.K.E.R, even though we're S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And then we have the secret stash in the hotel, and then we have getting to the Wish Granter. But something tells me going to the Wish Granter will probably be a monkey's paw type thing. Yeah, Hypnotic, as a person who doesn't believe in the Abrahamic faith, do you find entertainment that has basis in the Abrahamic faith to be entertaining, or do you find it annoying, or do you separate it, or do you concede that it has, like, that comparison going for it? So as a person who does believe in the Abrahamic faith, I find it very annoying, and, like, I have to separate it in order to enjoy it. In order for me to enjoy it, I have to, like, not think of it as a... So whenever people draw parallels, I'm just like, I can't do it, stop. So, like, people, like, watch the movies, and they're like, oh, Neo is... You know, Neo is a savior and a sacrifice like Jesus. And then Superman does his cross pose, and they're like, oh, Superman is Jesus. And they're like, Aslan is Jesus in Narnia. And I'm like, no, stop. Just let me watch the story. It's like, even if that's what the writer intended, it still gets me and bugs me. Okay, so there is all-out war going on here. And I can't tell the good guys from the bad guys at the moment. Apparently that's a bad guy, because he's red, and I got people that are good guys helping me out. Possibly including these helicopters, so maybe we won't get shot up trying to get out of here. But I do believe that that tunnel, and going back to those things, I think that had something for us, honestly. Though we do need to exit out of here and get back to the main road. And see, like, at this point, I really want to go back to the bar, and I want to, like, pick through our stash, and I want to get all sorts of good stuff out of it, you know? But I don't think that's in the cards for us. Like, I don't think it's possible. Oh, that's also a guy in red. Wait, who are the good guys and who are the bad guys? Maybe there are no good guys. Not for us. Yeah, those all look like they're gunning for me. But they don't look like monoliths, so I'm a little confused. I thought we were fighting Monolith together. I guess the military is here, so now we have military and Monolith. And we have to dodge both of them. Good guys, bad guys. The only bad guys that matter are the ones shooting at you. Yeah, I don't think we really have the luxury of comrades in this situation, unfortunately. Okay, G36 is still rocking pretty smoothly, so we'll use it. So it runs dry. Or it becomes unusable. Radar is telling me there's a guy up here, but I don't see him. And I know there's a guy behind me, too. These guys go down way easier than Monolith goes, though. So that's nice. Only except when you're out in the open in front of them. Then it's not so nice. Woo! Of course. I will say that about this game, and I can understand why Nikita wants to improve the reliability system in Tarkov to be actuated more often. Because having stuff go wrong on you in the middle of a fight, right when you're about to light someone up, that's what makes it most exhilarating. But also most annoying, so... I don't know how the player base of a hardcore PvP-based shooter is going to take it. But in a single-player shooter, such as this one, I can find it enjoyable and perfectly fair. I don't know what's up with this dude, but he has... Look, man! Are you just, like, waiting for me to dip down here to bait me or something? Ah, see what I'm talking about? Like, right when you're about to lay into some dude? That's when it hurts the most. Also notice all the hallucinations are gone. So yeah, that was the Brain Scorcher doing that to us. And not just our sins. Which also explains why those ghosts were only chasing after us. And not after anything else. But it makes me wonder now, all the times we ran into people that were like, oh yeah, I ran into bloodsuckers and other things, like if all they were seeing were the same hallucinations that hit us, you know? And because they didn't interact with them, like we did! And they just ran away, they never found out. Okay, this is getting rough, but at least we can fight these guys again. I think I got a med off of that dude. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. I really want to go back to the stash and bar, but it's gonna take way too long. So we're just gonna have to press on like this. Scavenge around for anything we can use. Also, these guys got more and more scopes on their rifles. I'm actually gonna take that rifle. And drop the one I was holding. Because that's got a PSO on the Autobahn. I'm down with that. Especially considering this G36 is nigh empty. Depends on how heavy-handed, bro. I'll give it to you, Sam. There's a mouse cell for Fallen Comrade, says Napoleon Era. I cannot let that go. Wait, what? Fallen Comrade, and say the Napoleon Era. I can let that go at no issue. It fits the time period. We're talking a movie that Glenn Gibson made. It's basically propaganda. Well, that one is directly referencing that material. That's what that's for. I'm talking about like Superman, for example. How in a lot of the stuff he's depicted in, it's straight up like in Man of Steel where they have him fall from the ship and he does like the cross symbol thing, and I'm like, why? I don't know. It's like I understand a work of fiction being inspired by it, but as a person that does believe in it, I just find it like, yeah, we don't need to say the parallel so crazily out loud all the time. I think we can get by with Neo just being Neo. It's okay. PSO scope sucks. Okay, PSO scope's pretty dope. I swear I heard something non-human just like scream out there for a second. And there's still fighting going on, but there are no like, where are my dudes? Where are my boys? Yeah, that sounds like a hog or something, right? That guy just got swiped up by something. What is that? I think a bloodsucker just killed that guy. Yeah, that's definitely a bloodsucker. And it went invisible as soon as I shot at it. Where's this guy shooting from? There you are. He's aiming one way, but his bullets are definitely coming towards me. And his body is falling all the way down, so we might be able to retrieve that. Problem is, we pissed off a bloodsucker, and then that guy started shooting at me. So I don't know where that bloodsucker is anymore, and I should just let him eat. Now he could be anywhere. And he could come after us at any moment, so that was a mistake on my end. Should've just left him alone. Every time one of these guys with M4 gets killed, I'm looking for like an underbarrel grenade launcher, but I'm not seeing any, unfortunately. But I just want to scrounge for supplies before we head back out of this area, because we're gonna need everything. We're gonna hook up with some dudes. I have my SVD, I still have my Val. But between switching with AR and AK, we're using up all the extraneous like pickup ammo, and we really want to make sure we make all that count. X-ray vision reveals nothing. Talking about references where it has no place. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it has no place. It's an author, of course, writing it with that reference in mind, and that's their choice. I just like, oh, hold up. I don't enjoy the fictional work as much when someone brings up the reference to it. I just like, I enjoy it on its own.
Managed to deactivate the brain scorcher. Everyone almost went mad here when they found out. All who could rushed to break through to the center of the zone. Lone stalkers, freedom, duty, even the mercenaries. The first one who makes it will have it all. Wish granter, gold mine of artifacts, and hell knows what else. Hurry up, if the granter is really in the sarcophagus of the station. The first who gets there will be granted a wish. A squad of veterans is gathering before Pripyat at this moment. You can go with them if you make haste.
But everyone is there, man. Also, I never got the code for that place. It was probably on a body that I didn't look at, and that's just how it's gonna be. Can't use that way to leave. We gotta go back the way we came. Radiation, radiation, radiation. Did I leave any ammo on you chumps? On my way here. Ah, jeez, I forgot. All the, it's like every vehicle that has actual metal and mass is where the radiation is stuck to. We don't have any med kits. We have 9 bandages. So we can use those to kind of patch us up. For now, since everything seems to be a little bit more clear, I'm gonna let the artifact heal us on our way back. Hopefully we'll get by like that without that bloodsucker catching up to us. Whoa. Bro, are you just chilling over here? Are you telling jokes to this dead guy, or like what? These are loners, and these are loners with like high-level suits. What's going on, bro? Next to the host up there, though. Pashka grenade. Tell me something interesting. We found a hero, the main guy from Freedom. Everyone thought he went back to the big land. But actually, he took a small team and somehow made it past the Scorcher. Now there's a man. Oh! So, the Freedom guys are here. And these random loners are just chilling out. And Bogdan Butcher is also out here. Not a high-ranking guy. A normal day in Chernobyl, right? Dude pulled out his guitar and you know what? This might be the last guitar and fire we get to enjoy in the game, so might as well chill out to it for a little bit. Enjoy these times that we can. Well, I hope you're enjoying your lunch break up now. Back to killing everything that moves. Searching bodies for stale bread. Why is that guy in the anomaly? I want his stuff, man. I can't drag his body. Maybe he's too heavy. In any case, I can pick up his stuff from here. I think I got his weapon by accident. I did. This one's in better condition, so I'll drop this. Oh! Keep his. I dropped the weapon into the anomaly. Because I am very smart. Med kit. There we go. And just as we wished for, stale bread. Oh, who's that? That's a friend. That's a friend. Okay. I see the yellow dot on screen. All these bodies and fires, it makes me feel like this was completely unintentional. Like these guys weren't meant to end up in fires, but they spawned in them or walked into them. What's up, loner bro? Glad you made it up here. And you don't have time to talk to me, do you? Oh. I and yeah, see like how there's a body, maybe that was meant to be. There's a body and a live one like at every checkpoint we come to.
I command you to turn around and get the hell out of here. You have no business in the center of the zone.
Well, get them! What are you, playing a commander here? Now we'll show you who should piss off. Men, let's kick their asses!
So, Duty and Freedom guys are now fighting each other, and this is the war that we were trying to avoid the entire time. However, we should be neutral to everybody, so we should be able to avoid all this. Like I said many times during the game, this faction rivalry thing, not my problem. So all we have to do is make sure we don't catch a stray bullet, and we should be okay. Yeah, because those guys are yellow to me as well. So I'm friendly with all these guys. I'm not gonna get in the way. Alright, you guys have a good war. I'm gonna go make a wish. Sound good? I'm just gonna grab this ammo here, don't mind me. Pop a little medicine, eat a little food. Alright, you guys have a good fight. Laters. I'm off to make peace for everybody. I told you guys, peace, no war. Hey, you know what though? This is the reward we get for not fighting with anybody. Not taking sides the entire game. I wish I could take this guy's suit though. That would be nice. Not gonna happen though. What's this rifle's reliability at? If that rifle is in better condition, I'm taking it. His rifle is in better condition, so let's unload and drop, and we'll use those. Also, I keep getting notifications for stashes, but I don't know where they are. It looks like a lot of them are back in the forest, or at least one of them is. One of them is where we're going, so I'm not going to worry about them unless they're where we're going and they're on the way to what we're doing when we get to Pripyat. Q reminds me of a BBC reporter during the Suez conflict. I have to say, every time, I know that not every reporter that does like warfare reporting is like super badass. Like there's that one dude who has that, he's like famous for his made up stories that he would say, like when he took fire in a helicopter and stuff like that. But I will say, whenever I do see reporters like actually in body armor and like legitimately there's real ass fighting going on and they're just there to get the story and keep the world informed, I do feel like, yeah, those guys are pretty tough for doing what they're doing without taking part in it and possibly getting hit just because they're there. Ah, okay. So I've had this crazy Stalker's flash drive the entire time. I have no idea why I have it. I have no idea what it's done for me. I'll probably look it up after the game's over so I can find out what it is I was supposed to do with it. I have all these artifacts I'm not using that I should have sold off as well. But who would I sell it to? You think one of these guys is going to stop in the middle of a fight and let me sell him stuff? And for what? Who am I going to spend the money with, you know? Alright, so now we made it back to this point where we're supposed to be, only without the glitching that we did. So we're going to take a break in recording and continue on from here. So I'll still be with you. And we'll be right back.